One daughter is a doctor. The other one is a maid. My father raised his glass when he said it. 14 guests sat around the Thanksgiving table. Crystal glasses. Polished silverware. Candles burning low. Everything perfect. And then he laughed. A few others laughed too. That uncomfortable, polite kind of laughter people use when they don't know if they're allowed not to. My 8-year-old daughter was sitting beside me. She tugged my sleeve. Mommy, her voice was small. Is being a maid bad? That was the last Thanksgiving I ever stayed silent. What I said next, in front of every single person at that table, changed everything. It ended a $410,000 land deal. It shattered my father's reputation. And he has never hosted another holiday dinner since. But before I tell you what I said that night, you need to understand the 6 years that led to it. You need to understand why the man my father was trying so desperately to impress already knew exactly who I was. My name is Thea O'Neill. I'm 31 years old. I'm a single mother. And for 6 years, my family called me Nay. 6 years earlier, I drove from Richmond to Millbrook with 2 suitcases and a 2-year-old strapped into the back seat. It's a 2-hour drive if you don't stop. I stopped 3 times. Lily kept crying. She didn't understand why her father wasn't in the car. Honestly, neither did I. My husband left on a Tuesday, cleared the checking account on Wednesday, filed for divorce from his mother's address on Thursday. By Friday, I was standing on my parents' porch, holding a diaper bag and whatever dignity I had left. My father opened the door. He looked at the suitcases, then at Lily, then at me. The cottage out back is empty, he said. This is temporary. Don't turn it into a habit. No hug. No, are you okay? Just turns. The cottage was 300 square feet, 1 bedroom, a tiny kitchenette, a shower that ran cold after 4 minutes. But it sat on my father's land. No lease, no paperwork, just his word. At the time, I didn't realize how much that would matter. Within a week, I was cleaning houses, $15 an hour, cash. A neighbor watched Lily while I scrubbed bathtubs, mopped hardwood floors, and organized pantries for women with the life I thought I'd have by now. That same month, my older sister Meredith finished her dermatology residency. My parents threw a dinner for 20 people. I showed up late because I was still rinsing bleach off my hands. My father stood at the head of the table and said, loud enough for everyone to hear, "Sorry Thea's late." She was scrubbing someone's bathtub. People laughed. Meredith looked down. I sat. And I said nothing. It wasn't the first time. Growing up, Meredith got SAT tutors, advanced summer programs, college tours. When she got into medical school, my father took out a second mortgage to pay for it. When it was my turn, he sat across from me at the kitchen table and said, "Community college is plenty for someone like you." Someone like me. I went. I paid for it myself. Waitressing, babysitting, cleaning the church on Sundays. I graduated with honors. No one came. Every holiday after that, he introduced us the same way. "This is my daughter, Dr. Meredith O'Neill Hartley." Applause. Smiles. "And this is Thea." Just Thea. Not the single mother. Not the honors graduate. Not the woman rebuilding her life. Just Thea. By my second year back home, I had cleaned over 60 houses. And I noticed something. The Shenandoah Valley was full of luxury vacation estates, owned by people who visited 4 times a year. They didn't just need cleaning. They needed management, maintenance schedules, ground crews, vendor coordination, guest turnover. So at 2 in the morning, while Lily slept, I filed for an LLC. I built a website, named the company Magnolia Estate Services. It sounded bigger than it was. At first, it was just me. But I signed 3 contracts that first month, then 5, then 8. 2 years later, I had 12 employees and 15 properties under management. The girl scrubbing bathtubs for $15 an hour is now running a company generating $2.3 million a year. But at home, I was still in the cottage. Still without a lease. Then my father decided to sell the land. Sale price, $410,000. Fire, my biggest client. The developer he had invited to Thanksgiving. The same man who trusted me with his entire portfolio. The same man my father told the cottage was empty. Thanksgiving Day arrived. 14 guests. Perfect table. Perfect performance. My father tapped his glass. To my daughter, Dr. Meredith O'Neill Hartley. Applause. And of course, Thea. He smiled. One daughter is adopted. The other one is a maid. Laughter. Then Lily's voice. Mommy, is being a maid bad? The room went silent. I stood up. Being a maid is not bad, I said calmly. Any honest work is good work. Then I looked at my father. But since you brought it up, let me explain what I actually do. I didn't raise my voice. I own Magnolia Estate Services. We manage 15 luxury properties in this valley. We employ 12 full-time staff. Last year, our revenue exceeded $2.3 million. No one moved. The developer slowly set down his glass. You're the owner of Magnolia? He asked. Yes. He turned to my father. You didn't tell me your daughter runs the company managing my entire portfolio. Silence. You told me the cottage was vacant. Is she being displaced because of our deal? My father had no answer. The deal collapsed right there at the table. Not because I attacked him, because I told the truth. Within a week, the story spread across town. The Business Journal published a feature about Magnolia. New clients called. Revenue increased. People stopped seeing me as a punchline. They started seeing me as a business owner. My father stopped going to church, stopped attending Rotary meetings, stopped hosting dinners. 2 weeks later, he called. You've made your point, he said. That wasn't a point, I replied. That was a boundary. A month later, a handwritten card arrived. 6 words. Thea, I read the article. Dad. No apology. No excuses. Just 6 words. It wasn't enough, but it was his first step. Now Lily and I live in a townhouse on Maple Street, close to her school, close to my office. Magnolia has 16 employees now. Revenue projections hit 3.4 million this year. One evening, Lily told her friend, my mom runs a whole company. Her friend said, that's cool. Lily smiled and said, I know. That's what freedom sounds like. Not applause. Not approval. Just a child who isn't ashamed of her mother. If you're sitting at a table where you're the punchline, you're allowed to say enough. Setting boundaries is not betrayal. It's the first honest thing you can do in a relationship built on silence. And your work, whatever it is, matters. Even if no one claps. Especially then. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like our works. Please subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to comment below what do you think about this story.